What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Kristopher Collins, the creative archetype, repping O2 Artistry and Oaksiders Streetwear family, right here in Fort Hill, in the heart of the Hill City. This is episode 94 of Get Struck Tuesdays, my weekly art vlog. We're getting closer to 100 episodes, and that will mark the second time I have produced 100 art videos. So yeah, it was pretty impressive when I did it the first time, but now I'm doing it twice, which in my opinion makes it twice as impressive. June 23rd is when it will take place, and I hope when I do achieve that goal, I'll receive some of my well-deserved flowers. LOL, no worries, I will not hold my breath. But after 100, I'm definitely going to take a little break and come back with season 5 of Get Struck Tuesdays when I feel like it's the right time for me and my family. Never say never, but never forget the impact I've made on your lives. And yeah, I know I'm the villain in some of your stories, and that's okay, because if I was the villain, it was probably for a good enough reason. I can say that hasn't always been the case, but most of y'all deserved that version of me. And that's the thing about me. The man you see today is much different. I really do try to do the right thing, and you see where that got me recently. But nah, the world really does have an invisible force that balances everything. And I'm okay with that. I don't have a choice, so it's best to just accept things for what they are, but never forget, what goes around comes around. Episode 94. Like I said in the last episode, a lot has changed since episode 1 of Get Struck Tuesdays. And I'm not sure if I really met all the expectations when I first set out to do this art video series. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I haven't lived up to the expectations. Maybe I should have been further along on this adventure. Not sure. I'll say that everything in my life is not on video. I think if it was, the story might be a little bit different. Well, of course it would be. Why wouldn't it be, right? I think no matter what, if you sit down and watch episode 1 to episode 100 of Get Struck Tuesdays, you're definitely going to see a lot of growth. But you're not gonna see it all. Maybe that's my fault for just being a little closed off, for trying to protect just a little bit, of what I feel like needs to be protected. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe I'm looking at it like you should see some sort of growth, like success, But then again, that goes back to what is success, really? What is success? How do you define it? I've heard some really cool stuff about it. What's meant to be is going to be. And I can't ever put a timeline on it because you just never really know. I know that there are some things awaiting me down the road. I know for a fact because I'm already putting the plans into motion. But you guys don't see that. And like I said, maybe it's my fault because I'm a little closed off and I'm trying to protect what I feel like needs to be protected. I also have to be careful because it seems like the moment you really start talking about your big plans, those big plans just fail right there. They fizzle, they get jinxed. It's something like that. It happens. So I'm trying to save my planning and my ideas for the war room, if you know what I mean, and not letting it all out. But either way, you're gonna see some sort of growth if you watch episode 1 of Get Struck Tuesdays all the way until now. And then when episode 100 comes, you're gonna really see it. It might not be what you think is growth. You might even see a fall from grace. I guess it's all in the perception, really. I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I've had a fall from grace, but who knows? I mean, perception is everything, and how people see you tends to be not necessarily the truth, but all that matters. That's fine. That's the thing about me is even if it is a fall from grace, I'm trusting that it's for the better. Whatever this is, whatever that was that happened, whatever is happening right now, is for the better. And I trust it. I'm trusting the process. And I know that something awaits. Something is going to happen. And it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great.
It's going to be the greatest. Oh, man, I'm just having fun with life. I'm enjoying it. I'm really like living a low-key life. I'm not around a bunch of people. I'm not dying to get everybody's attention. I'm just living life day to day. I'm giving you guys what I want you to see and saying what I want you to hear. As far as the artwork goes, I'm doing what I want to do. And that probably isn't everyone's cup of tea, but when it's time to do what you want me to do, you can give me a shout and send a down payment. But until then, it's all me, baby. It's all me.
The power of prayer is real. I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've been in such a difficult place and I didn't have the answers, but God did. And I know some of you don't believe in God, and that's your choice. I'm not here to speak down on any of you or to preach to you. That's not my place in this world. I haven't always been the believer I am today. And even today, I still struggle with the idea of organized religion. And without going into all of that too much, I'll just say that none of us know everything about anything. It's okay to believe. It's okay not to believe. It's okay to be somewhere in the middle. But I can say that at my lowest points of life, I did turn to God and my prayers were answered. I'm not here to convert anyone, but if your ears and heart are open, I'll tell you some things you might need to hear. And I'm sure some of you turned the channel as soon as I started talking about the power of prayer. But this isn't for you, is it? All right, check it out, guys. I have original art for sale, and these are just the available pieces I've created in the last 6 months. Want to support what I do as an artist? The best way to do so is to become a collector. If you're interested in any of these pieces, feel free to email me at o2artistry@gmail.com. And yes, the painting in this episode is also up for grabs. So reach out and become a collector.